Welcome back, everyone. I have been chirping for several episodes about putting out some content other than SnowRunner. And one of the things I wanted to do is just give like a tour of my Farming Simulator 17 farm, and then I'll probably do a tour of, and I haven't played this game since January, so I'm getting used to the controls again. Um, I have a Farming Simulator 19 farm as well. And I might actually start a new farm in that game. I don't love the map I chose. And I think I read somewhere that this map was actually ported by somebody into Farming Simulator 19. And I really, really love this map. Um, so, yeah, this is my FS17 map. I'll show you what land I own. I'm just driving. I've got a. I probably should have dumped this in the bins. I think these are soybeans. I've got a combine over here that is full. This is a pretty mature farm and it generates a ton of money. I have done all the achievements on this game. There's not a ton of them, to be honest, but I have 100% at this game. So I have windmills. I have multiple large tractors. I think I have a couple. I think I have a couple of the what do you call them? The where's that? Where's the combine at? The New Holland, I think T9s. I have a couple of those. I have a number of Voltra tractors, I believe. I don't have destruction. Is there crop destruction in this game? Well, either way, I don't have it on. Um, yeah, let me get turned the right direction here. Oh, I am not going to be able to do this because that combine is full of wheat, and this truck has soybeans in it. So, well, that was a failure. All right, let me go dump this. But yeah, I have two. I actually have two of the large New Holland combines. I think that's like it's 10, something 10 series. It's the biggest one in the game, basically, with the largest header on it. I've had every animal, all the livestock in the game, which is pigs, cattle, and sheep for this one. I've upgraded my silos. I'll show you I call them windmills, but they're not really windmills. They're wind turbines. Yeah, you can see them there. They're all kind of. I put them all up around the land by the house, just because I always consider that, even though I've got land spread kind of all over the map now, that's still my like home base operation. So I've grown pretty much everything at one point or another. I believe I've gotten rid of the cattle at this point. Pigs I still have, but I got a little cheaty with the pigs, to be honest. There is a, I mean, I installed a mod, and there is a pig food dispenser essentially mod. So it's like a little silo bit, like a bin thing, and you get pig food out of it. And otherwise, the pig food is, in my opinion, a little. Let's see, where's the dump on this thing? Is it in the back? You have to pull forward a little bit more. Yeah, unload. Okay. Sorry, can't walk and chew bubblegum at the same time. You have to mix a lot of different grains for pig food, and some of it I don't even have the equipment to grow. So there's a few mods I've installed. Not a Many of them are just vehicle mods, like this truck, just so I have more grain capacity. So I've installed a couple mods like that, and I installed a few mods around uh, fertilizer and seed so that I can pick them up near the fields instead of driving to the store with the tractor or combine, or having to forklift stuff onto a trailer to take it back to like the farm. One of the few things I would fault with this game is, and I kind of get why they do it this way. I mean, it's supposed to be a simulator game, right? Um, it's really hard to use the forklifts in this game, and I wish that there was a way, and even if they wanted to make it a setting that you could turn on or off, if there was a way to have pallets like snap into place once you get them close, I think it would make the game a lot more playable from that perspective. But bringing home pallets of seed and pallets of fertilizer and stuff like that, I find to be such a pain in the butt that I just end up purchasing the bins that here I'll show you because I've a couple of them over here. Yeah, these. Okay. So like those things right there, one of them is seed and one of them is fertilizer. And when you fill up your planter, uh, it still costs you money. So it's not like a cheat in that way, but it allows you to fill those up in bulk, which I don't have a problem with. From a realism perspective, like my dad's a farmer, and he has a seed tender that he takes to the field and tows it with his pickup truck, and uses that to fill his planter. He doesn't take pallets of bags to the field anymore. All right, now it should unload. Yeah, so this is wheat, and the reason why am I growing wheat? Must have wanted the straw for some purpose, because otherwise I usually tend to bounce around between like soybeans and canola. I just like those crops. I've read a lot about crop pricing on the internet, and essentially, uh, they all end up working out about the same because your seed costs for the more expensive crops, the more valuable crops, I should say, your seed cost is going to be higher. So there's not like a real advantage, arguably, to growing, one of those crops. Now, I will say, you know what? I might just take this wheat up the hill and sell it right here. I will say that, that being said, obviously, if wheat is cheaper, less valuable than soybeans, let's say, so you get more wheat per acre to kind of make up for that. But what that means is your combine fills up faster, I believe, and your grain cart fills up faster and stuff. So I kind of like growing the more expensive crops for that reason. All right, come on. Yeah, I'm just gonna sell this wheat straight away. All right, so that was kind of the intro. Let me show you what's going on here. All right, so here is... Oh, they're T8s. Sorry. Here's one of my T8s, and I have this big Amazon Condor. I love this planter because it does planting and fertilizing, and it plants on untilled ground. So it's super efficient from that perspective. How do I get to the map? Where's the map on this thing? Sorry, I haven't played this game in a while, like I said. Just got to figure out. Okay, there's the store. Where's the map? That's embarrassing. Oh, here we go. Jeez. Okay. So you can see I own... do I actually own 28? I don't think I do. So I own these two fields, and I own 27 and 25 because this is where I planted the crops that I needed to support cattle. So the cattle barn is right here. And then I own most of the fields right around like the original kind of homestead. and that's it. So I don't own every field, so it's not like I've played the game to that extent. Yeah, it doesn't look like I do not think I own 28 yet. Yeah, I don't. So I own these two, and then I own like these 5 or 6 fields over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6. Sorry, 6. These 6 fields. So yeah, I own those. All right. So let's go around. So I have this is kind of my planting rig. Here's one of my New Holland combines. This is my sheep operation. So I'm full up on wool right now. And I use this to drop the wool pallets into that trailer, and then I take that to the spinnery and sell them instead of using a forklift. It's just easier. I can show you real quick how I do it, assuming I can remember how to control this thing. So just kind of grab on to a pallet like this. And then I just dump it in the wagon, and you can fit quite a few in here. If you get the loading mechanism down and you can get all these pallets in here sideways like this, you can fit quite a few. So I kind of do that and then let it go. And so you can end up fitting like 12 or something in there, which is like a couple $100,000 worth of wool if the price is right. This is my second CR10 90 that I keep over. So I have 2 full setups with the massive header on them for the kind of 2 different farms. Not 2 different farms, but 2 different like areas of land. This is part of my sheep operation. The crone is a mod on this, but it's like all the mods for the game. When you mod in a piece of machinery, you still have to buy it, so it's not free. So what I do with this is I just feed grass to the sheep. So let's see. Hold on. How do I change? Yeah, so lower the mower deck. Okay, turn. Okay, lower. Turn on mower. And then lower the pickup and turn on the forage wagon. Okay, yep. And now watch, so I can just mow. And as you can see, the forage wagon is picking up all of the grass. And this is super quick, efficient way to mow. I don't know how realistic this is. I mean, that's one of the things. I try not to do what I consider like the crazy, cheat mods that make the game, that are just game breaking almost. But I recognize that this is maybe not super realistic either. Because I'm not sure if this could actually tow a forage wagon. I'm not sure if it would have a PTO on the back, but I mean, so that's how I harvest the grass for the sheep. And then I have a water tower. This is how I had set up all my animals. So I have the water tower close enough to the pickup that I can unload water and then refill from the water tower. And that costs money. I mean, I'm paying for that water. But it's a nice, quick way to water the sheep without having to move a vehicle around. This is my fuel truck, so that's for taking fuel. I had like 100 hours into this game before I realized what this was, and so I was driving my vehicles into town to get gas, which was kind of irritating. I think this is over the pig farm. Yeah, so here's my pigs. I do still have pigs. Pigs are fairly easy to keep. They don't produce any product. It's just pigs. They just breed really quickly, and then you sell the pigs. So again, similarly, so what? Let's let's see, unload water and then refill water. Cost money. Yeah, so I actually have 2 of these set up. So this is my other T9, T8, right? Yeah, T8 and my other Amazon. So I have 2 entire tractor planter setups. Here is, so this is one of the, I mentioned earlier, one of the like kind of cheaty things I did with the pigs. So first of all, you'll notice in the background, actually, I can get out of this vehicle. So these conveyor belts pick up the spilled food, so my cleanliness is always 100. So it goes up here and then across, and it dumps it right back in the trough. So I like that. Some people might be thinking that's a little cheaty. The other thing I did is this is like a dispenser that dispenses pig food. So instead of having to mix like corn and soybeans and forget what there's like a third thing, there's 3 things you have to mix. You can just pull up here and load up. Let me actually go back. Find the right vehicle. And again, I mean, it's not free. So this tractor is very, very undersized for the pig food. Once it gets full, it struggles really badly. But all I have to do is pull up here and pull right back. So let's see. Am I not close enough? Yeah, I'm not close enough. Screwed that up. And I haven't played this game in a while. I know I said that like 3 times already, but I'm not driving very well, unfortunately. Alright, what's the... There we go, refill tipper. So you can see my money going down actually quite quickly. And this thing holds like 40,000 liters, I believe. So I won't... I'm going to stop. I won't fill it all the way, but there's pig... So that's pig food. So it's already pre-mixed. And then I can just drive it over here and dump it. So I kind of enjoy having the sheep. The other animals I didn't care as much about. Cattle was kind of cool, and mixing making the total mixed ration and doing silage and stuff like that was actually kind of fun, to be honest. Oops. Come on, you know how to back up a vehicle. Hold on, this is embarrassing. Let me get backed up here, and I'll dump this and show you kind of how it works. Okay, that was really embarrassing. I just did the same thing twice. Let me get straight here. There we go. All right. So, unload. So it's feeding the pigs. All right. That's the truck again. Planter. Is that all my vehicles? Oh, so I'm full again. What is down there? Oh, that's the crone. Yeah, so I think that's all the vehicles. So let me jump back over. Is this the right? Nope, sorry. I want to go back to here. Yeah, okay. So, this is the cattle barn area. So, I had, so there's no cattle in here right now. I think I got rid of them when I was kind of towards the end of playing. There we go. I was like, I know you can run in this game. So I never got the conveyor belts to work as effectively over here, which was kind of irritating. So I was constantly having to like clean up a little bit. But I did have, I still have a ton of silage left, actually. So I could buy cattle again if I wanted to. And then what I did is, over here, I might have sold them. But I had over here on this corner of the land, yeah, I think they're gone. I think I got rid of them. Kind of right here on the edge of the field, I had 2 of the like hay barns, and I put straw in one and hay in the other. And so I would come over here with the mixer wagon that I don't have anymore. I think I sold it. Fill up with those, and you got to do, your total mixed rations. You got to do the ratios. So I'd fill up so many liters with one, so many liters with the other, and then I would drive over here and pull up under that conveyor belt and fill up with silage the rest of the way, and then I would have my correct ratio of total mixed ration, and I would be able to just turn the corner and dump it on the ground here, and I'd be good to go. So I'm still basically set up if I wanted to have cattle back. I could do that fairly easily. So that's my farm. I've kind of done everything on this farm that I wanted to do. With the windmills, let's see, I have turbines 1, 2, I think 3, 4, 5. I have 5 or 6 of the, 6. There's another one you can kind of see just around the corner there. So I think there's 4 across the road here and 2 on this side. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. And then 2 over here. So those are generating passive income. There's 3 over here. So yeah, it kind of got to a point where, I have everything. I've done all the animals. I can buy any piece of equipment I want if I just wait a couple days. I've kind of done everything. I got this game originally through Game Pass. So it was, essentially free. I already have Game Pass. And I really got addicted to it. So I was playing this for like hours a day and really just loving it. And then I ended up buying Farming Simulator 19, and the game mechanics are a little bit different in that game, and I didn't love it quite as much, to be honest. And I also didn't love the map that I picked. I think I did it's called like Lone Oak or something like that. It's one of the bigger maps, but and it sets you up with a ton of John Deere equipment at the beginning. And I think I want to start over. I actually want to see if I can download this map on from the mod hub on 19, and I might start that game over and could do a playthrough of that on my channel. So anyway, this is my first video that's not related to SnowRunner. I don't know how much crossplay there is between these two games. For me, they're simulator games. I really enjoy both of them. I have put a lot of hours into both of them. So if you want to see more Farming Simulator content, let me know. Leave a comment. And especially if you want to see like a Farming Simulator 19, maybe like starting from scratch playthrough, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. And thanks for watching.